I'd like to start with, the Mueller probe and the left and MSNBC, CNN, and everyone saying the impeachment is coming immediately or the indictment is coming immediately. What say you?
Well, it's a roller coaster of bloviation, hyperventilation, and still the same bottom line that you outlined so well in your opening statement, Judge. There is still not one shred, not one iota of evidence of any kind of Russian collusion and President Trump. And yet they continue, and this is what they're going to do. They announced it even the day before Trump ever took office, that the plan here, the plan all along has been resistance, resistance, resistance. And so, of course, they're going to be screaming bloody impeachment at the top of the lungs, even though at the end of the day with this Comey transcript and the release of it, even with the redactions, still nothing, nothing, nothing. The bottom line, that dossier is still fake. Mueller is a snake, and Comey is a flake.
Let's talk about Comey and Mueller. Oh, look, Comey is denying that he and Mueller are pals when just about everybody knows that the two of them were part of the same team in that John Ashcroft hospital room when Comey went in and saved the world, or at the very least America, relying on Bob Mueller and the FBI. And their careers have crossed and they've worked together for years. What say you on that?
Yes, I've got whiplash because it was the mainstream media itself, the anti-Trump media, the Washington Post, which had a long piece about the best buds, Mueller and Comey, and now denying it simply because President Trump tweeted about it and tweeted what the truth actually is. With Comey especially too. Look, here's somebody who's got more holes in his memory and his brain than an industrial-sized colander. Fidelity, bravery, integrity, and the guy denied knowing. I mean, as much as the I don't remembers bother me, it's the I don't knows, 166 of them in that transcript, to basic questions about whether he knew whether Christopher Steele was working for Fusion GPS at the same time that he was collaborating with the FBI. Basic questions about whether they had presented the exculpatory evidence that not obligated, but they are legally required to present to the FISA court. And what I think the American people need to be most outraged about is the weaponization of FISA for political ends to stop Trump.
And you know what? In that regard, Michelle, let's talk for a minute about the fact that this FISA court knows that it was used. This FISA court knows that in the end, the repeated signing of the warrant, I believe 3 times, on what is still today an unverified dossier paid for by a candidate, and no one's saying boo. What is John Roberts doing? What is the Chief Justice of the United States doing when his court was one upon which a fraud was committed?
Absolutely correct, Judge Janine. Where is the accountability for this? The weaponization, the corruption of our FISA courts, which were intended, which were erected to protect our national security, and now are meant to protect Democrat operatives and Democrat moles and the entire swamp, which is committed to bringing our president down. It is a danger and a threat and a menace to our public safety. Where's the accountability?
Thank you so much, Michelle Malkin. We'll be right back.
You bet.